Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a scarf. It's a fall scarf, or you can call it an autumn scarf. And this one looks like this. This is the pattern. And here for this project I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and here for this one I've used my 3.5 mm of the hook. Now the size of this scarf is about 9.5 inch or 24 centimeters wide, and you can go as many rows as you want, so you can have as long as your scarf. So here we're going to repeat our 8 rows. So we will start from the bottom and we will repeat our rows here, and we're going to repeat our 8 rows here, and then you can go as many times as you want. So you can go as long as you want, and you can have your required length of this scarf. So here it is. Let's begin. Now here we will start with the slip knot. So just have a slip knot and we will chain up 50 here, 50. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here it is. I've got my this 50 chains, 50, and now I'm going to turn my work. So turn your work, and this is the back part of your chains, and now we will skip over this first chain. So this is the back part of our first chain. We are going to skip over this first chain and we will go to the second chain and insert your hook into the second chain. Now I'm inserting my hook into the back part of my this second chain, and grab a yarn and have one single crochet, and now keep on having one single crochet into each chain, and by the end of this row number 1, we're gonna have our 49 single crochets. So keep on having one single crochet into each chain, and I'm gonna meet you at the end with my 49 single crochets, one single crochet into each chain. And here it is. After my row number 1, I have my this 49 single crochets. And now for our row number 2, we are going to chain 1 here. So just chain 1 and turn your work. Here it is. And now for the first 5 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So insert your hook into this first stitch, grab a yarn and have one single crochet. Go to this next one, have one single crochet, go to this next one and have one single crochet. And this is our 4th single crochet and our 5th single crochet. So here it is. For the first 5 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. And now we're going to skip over this next stitch. So skip over this next stitch and into the stitch after that, yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch and have your 1/2 double crochet. So here, after your 5 single crochets, skip your this next stitch and into the stitch after that, have 1/2 double crochet. Now into the next stitch, yarn over and have one double crochet. So insert your hook into this next stitch and yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops. Now into the next stitch, we're going to have one treble crochet. So yarn over twice, 1 and 2, and go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab a yarn, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, and yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your treble crochet. Now into the next one, we're going to have one double crochet. So yarn over only for one time, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab a yarn and have one double crochet here. And now yarn over and we're going to go to this next stitch and we're going to have our 1/2 double crochet. Here it is, like this, and it will look like this. And now we're going to skip over this next stitch. So skip over this next stitch and into the next 9 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So skip over this next stitch, this one, we're going to skip over this next stitch, and into the next one, we're going to insert our hook directly and have your one single crochet here. And here we're going to have 9 single crochets, one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9. So here it is. for our next 9 stitches, we have 1 single crochet into each stitch. And now again, we're going to skip over this next stitch. So skip your this next stitch and into the stitch. After that, yarn over and insert your hook and have 1 half double crochet here. Yarn over, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. And now yarn over twice, go to this next stitch and have 1 treble crochet here. Now yarn over and go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet. And now yarn over and go to your next stitch and have 1 half double crochet. Here it is. And now we're going to skip over this next stitch and into the stitch after that, we're going to have 1 single crochet. And here for next 9 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So this is our first single crochet. Go to this next one and have your the second single crochet, 3 and 9. So here we got about this 9 single crochets in 1 single crochet into each stitch. And now we're going to skip over this next stitch and into the stitch after that, we're going to have 1 half double crochet. Into the next one, we're going to have 1 double crochet. Into the next one, we're going to have 1 treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into this next stitch and have your 1 treble crochet here. And go to this next one and have 1 double crochet here. And now yarn over and go to this next stitch and have 1 half double crochet here. Now we're going to skip over this next stitch, and for the remaining 5 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So skip over this next stitch, go to this stitch after that and directly insert your hook into that stitch and have 1 single crochet. Go to this next one and have 1 single crochet, and this is your 3rd single crochet, your 4th single crochet, and your 5th last single crochet. Here it is, and this is our end of round number or round number 2, and it looks like this. And now for your round number 3, chain 1 and turn your work. And now here for the first 3 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So this is our chain 1, and we're not going to count this chain 1 as our stitch. We will go to the stitch after that, insert your hook and have your 1 single crochet, go to the next one, have 1 single crochet and go to the next stitch and have 1 single crochet. So first 3 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. And now we're going to have chain 1. So have chain 1, and we're going to skip our next 2 stitches here. So skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. We're going to skip over this next 2 stitches and into the stitch after that, this one, yarn over and have 1 double crochet here. And now chain 1, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. Again chain 1, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. Chain 1, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. And now chain 1 and go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. So here it is. We got over this 5 double crochets here. Here after over this 3 double crochets, we got over this chain 1, and then after every double crochet, we got our chain 1. Here it is. And now after this 5th double crochet, we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to skip our next 2 stitches. So it's 1 and 2. Skip your this next 2 stitches, and here we're going to have 5 single crochets. So 1 single crochet into each stitch. So just insert your hook into this first stitch, grab yarn and have your 1 single crochet, go to the next one and have 1 single crochet, go to your next one and have 1 single crochet, go to your next one and have 1 single crochet, and go to your next stitch and have 1 single crochet here. And here we got our 5 single crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We got our 5 single crochets here. And now we're going to repeat our this pattern. So here again we're going to chain 1, and we will skip our next 2 stitches. So skip your this next 2 stitches and into this stitch, yarn over and have 1 double crochet here, chain 1, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here, chain 1, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here, chain 1, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here, chain 1 and go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here, plus chain 1. And now again we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. We're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, and next 5 stitches we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again chain 1, and now we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. We're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, and into the stitch after that we're going to have our 1 double crochet, chain 1, go to this next one, have 1 double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet, chain 1, and have your last 5th double crochet and your chain 1. Here it is. And now we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, and remaining 3 stitches we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and this is end of our row number 3. Here it is. It looks like this. And now for our row number 4 we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. So chain 1, turn your work. Now this chain 1 is not a stitch. Go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch, grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet here like this. And now yarn over, and we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches. So skip here this next 2 stitches, and into this chain 1 space, we're going to have 2 double crochets. So yarn over and insert your hook directly into this chain 1 space and have 2 double crochets here. So it's 1 and 2, yarn over, skip here this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have another 2 double crochets here. So it's 1 and 2, skip here this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 3 double crochets. So it's 1, 2 and 3. And now on top of this double crochet we're going to have 1 double crochet. So yarn over and insert your hook into this stitch and have your 1 double crochet here like this. And now into this next chain 1 space we're going to have 3 double crochets. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 2 double crochets here. So it's 1 and 2. And now we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. In total we have our 15 double crochets here. So here for the first stitch we got over this 1 single crochet, and then first 2 chain 1 space we have 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space, and then we got over this 3 double crochets into this next chain 1 space, 1 double crochet here, and then another 3 double crochets into our next chain 1 space, and then again remaining 2 chain 1 spaces we got 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space. And here it is, we got our 15 double crochets in total. And now we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, and into this stitch after that insert your hook and have 1 single crochet here like this. And now again we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches. So skip here this next 2 stitches, and we are going to repeat our this pattern here. So we got over this last single crochet here, this one. We're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, and now we are here. So first 2 chain 1 spaces we're going to have 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space. So it's 1, 2, 1 and 2. Now we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 3 double crochets. So it's 1, 2 and 3. And now on top of this double crochet we're going to have 1 double crochet, and now next chain 1 space we're going to have 3 double crochets into this chain 1 space. So it's 1, 2 and 3. And now remaining 2 chain 1 spaces here we're going to have 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space. So it's 1 and 2, and into this remaining chain 1 space it's 1 and 2 double crochets. Here it is. And now skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into this third stitch, in the middle stitch, we're going to have 1 single crochet. Again, we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, that's 2 single crochets, and we are here into this last pattern, and here we're going to have 2 double crochet for this first chain 1 space. Skip this next double crochet, and into this next chain 1 space have 2 double crochets. It's 1 and 2. Skip this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space have 3 double crochets. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over, and into this double crochet have 1 double crochet. So on top of that double crochet have 1 double crochet, and into this chain 1 space have 3 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Skip your next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. Skip your next double crochet, and into this remaining chain 1 space have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. And now we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into this last stitch insert your hook and have 1 single crochet here. And this is the end of our row number 4. Here it is. And now for our row number 5, chain 1 and turn your work. And now here we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. Insert your hook into this first stitch and have 1 single crochet. Go to this next one, insert your hook, and have 1 single crochet. And now keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch, and by the end of this row number 5, you're going to have your 49 single crochets. So keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch, and by the end of this row number 5, you're going to have your 49 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. After my row number 5, I got my this 49 single crochets, and basically I have repeated my row number 1 here for my row number 5. So just keep that in mind that we are going to repeat our row number 1, 2, 3 and 4, but in a different way, because we are going to cover up our this curves as well. So here we have repeated our row number 1 for our row number 5, and now we're going to repeat our row number 2 for our this row number 6. But for that one, as we got our curve here, we are going to cover up our curve here. So for that one, we are going to start our pattern from here, from the middle. So here we're going to chain up 4. So it's 1. I'm going to just chain up 1 and we'll turn my work. After chaining up 1, just turn your work and now have a remaining chain 3. So it's 1, 2 and 3. In total, we got our chain 4. Now this chain 4 is our first treble crochet. So this is our treble crochet. Now yarn over and we will go to this next stitch. We have already taken this stitch, so we will go to our next stitch and we're going to have our 1 double crochet here. And now yarn over and go to this third stitch and have 1 half double crochet here, like this. And now we're going to skip over this next stitch, and into this next 9 stitches we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So skip over this next stitch and go to this stitch after that, and from here we're going to have 9 single crochet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 and 9. Here it is. And now again we're going to skip over this next stitch, and into the stitch after that yarn over and have 1 half double crochet, yarn over into the next one, have 1 double crochet, yarn over twice, into the next stitch have 1 treble crochet. Now yarn over and go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet, yarn over, go to this next stitch and have 1 half double crochet. Here it is. And that's how we're going to cover up our curve. And now we're going to skip over this next stitch, and into this next stitch we're going to have 1 single crochet, and from here we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch for the next 9 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 9. Again we will skip over this next stitch, and into the stitch after that we're going to have 1 half double crochet, yarn over, and into the next stitch we're going to have 1 double crochet, and now yarn over twice, and into the next one we're going to have one treble crochet, yarn over only one time, and into the next one we're going to have one double crochet and yarn over, and into the next stitch we're going to have one half double crochet. And now skip your this next stitch, and into this next 9 stitches have one double crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2 and 9. Here it is. And now we are here, so we're going to skip over this next stitch, skip over this next stitch, and into the stitch after that have one half double crochet, yarn over, and into this next stitch have one double crochet, and now yarn over twice, and into this last stitch have one treble crochet. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and here it is. We got over this treble crochet, and after our round number 6 or row number 6, our work looks like this. And that's how we're going to cover up our this curves. And now for our row number 7, we will create our new curves here. So here basically we're going to repeat our row number 3 for our this row number 7. So for the row number 7 we are here, chain 1, and I'm going to turn my work after this chain 1, and now here I'm going to have another 3 chains. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Now here first chain 3 will count as our first double crochet and then chain 1. So first 3 chains count as your first double crochet and then chain 1, then yarn over and go to this next stitch and have one double crochet here and then chain 1. Again go to this next stitch, yarn over and have one double crochet and chain 1. Here it is. It looks like this. And now we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches. So just skip your this next 2 stitches, and into this next stitch insert your hook and have one single crochet here. And now here we're going to have 5 single crochets. So this is our first single crochet. Go to this next stitch and have your second single crochet, your third single crochet, your fourth single crochet and your fifth single crochet. So here we got our 5 single crochets. Now chain 1 and skip your next 2 stitches, and into the stitch after that have one double crochet, chain 1, go to this next one, have your second double crochet, chain 1, go to this next stitch and have your third double crochet, chain 1, go to this next stitch and have your fourth double crochet, chain 1 and go to this next stitch and have your fifth double crochet with chain 1. Here it is. And now we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, and into this stitch after that we're going to have one single crochet, and here we're going to have 5 single crochets. So this is our first single crochet. Go to this next stitch and have one single crochet, go to your next stitch and have your this next single crochet, that is a third single crochet, and that's fourth and your fifth single crochet. So have 5 single crochets here. Now again chain 1, skip your next 2 stitches and plus chain 1 into each stitch. So here it is. That's our one double crochet, chain 1, go to this next stitch and have one double crochet and chain 1, go to this next stitch, that's one double crochet and chain 1, go to this next stitch, have one double crochet and chain 1, go to this next stitch and have one double crochet and chain 1. Now skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into this next 5 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here it is. And now skip your next 2 stitches. Here after this 5th single crochet just have your chain 1, skip your next 2 stitches, and into the stitch after that have one single crochet, one double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, go to this next stitch and have one double crochet, chain 1 and go to this chain 4. So here we got over this chain 4, here we got over this chain 4. So just go to this 4th chain and insert your hook into this 4th chain and have one double crochet here, and that's going to be your last double crochet of your round number or round number 7. And here it is, it looks like this. And now for our round number 8, we're going to repeat our round number 4. So for that one, just chain 1 and turn your work. I will always have chain 1 and then I will turn my work. And here we're going to have another 2 chains. So remember, this time we're going to have only 2 chains. So it's 1 and 2 because we need chain 3. Now this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet. On top of this, 1 double crochet in the middle one. And now yarn over, and for the next chain 1 space we're going to have 3 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2, and we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. Here it is. And now we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into this third stitch have 1 single crochet. Again we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 2 double crochets. It's 1 and 2. Skip here this next double crochet, into this chain 1 space have 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Skip here this next double crochet, into this next chain 1 space have 3 double crochets. So it's 1, 2 and 3. And now into this double crochet, on top of this double crochet we're going to have 1 double crochet. And now into this chain 1 space we're going to have 3 double crochets. So it's 1, 2 and 3. And now we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. Again we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. Again we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into this last third stitch we're going to have 1 single crochet. And now repeat your pattern. So again skip here this next 2 double crochets, and into this chain 1 space have 2 double crochets. Skip here this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space have 2 double crochets. Again skip here this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space have 3 double crochets. Then on top of this double crochet have 1 double crochet, and into this chain 1 space have 3 double crochet. And then skip here this next double crochet, and into this chain 1 space have 2 double crochets. Skip here this last double crochet, and into this last chain 1 space have another 2 double crochets. And here it is, I'm here, and now I will skip this next 2 double crochets, and into this third stitch I'm going to have my 1 single crochet, and I'm going to skip my next 2 single crochets, 2 stitches, and into this chain 1 space I'm going to have 2 double crochets. Skip this next double crochet, and into this next chain 1 space have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. And now we're going to skip over this next double crochet, and now here we're going to have another 3 double crochets. So have 3 double crochets here. It's 1, 2 and 3. And always remember we're going to have 4 double crochets here. So we got over this 3 double crochets, and for our this last double crochet, 4th double crochet, just count your this third chain. So this is my first chain, 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to count my this third chain from here. I will yarn over, and I will insert my hook into my this third chain. Now this third chain is your double crochet from your previous round. So here it is. I'm just going to insert my hook into my this third chain, and we'll make 1 double crochet. Always remember, whenever you're repeating this round number 8, just always remember to have your this last double crochet on top of your chain 3 from your previous row. And here it is. We have covered our curves, and we have created new curves here. And now we will have to repeat our this round number or round number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 until the rest of your work. So keep on repeating this pattern. So again, for your round number 9, we're going to repeat our round number 1. So for that one, just chain 1 and turn your work, and now keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, and by the end of this row number 9, you're going to have your 49 single crochets. And here it is. I'm about to finish this scarf, and here I'm gonna have this last stitch, my last double crochet here, and I will have 1 chain 1 here, and I will finish up this work. So here it is. It's all done and it's all finished. And now here we're gonna have tassels. Now for the tassels, I'm just gonna have yarn, and now for the tassels you can use your hand. So if you want, you can simply have your 4 fingers, and you can simply put your yarn around your fingers like this, or you can have a flat plate, something like this. This one is a little bit bigger than my 5 fingers. It's just as similar as this 5 fingers, and I'm gonna take this one. Now you can have anything. If you have something like this, you can use this one. If you don't have anything like this, you can simply use your fingers and simply have your yarn and put your yarn around your hand or something like this, and I'm gonna circle them up for about 6 times. So that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So round them up for about 6 times, and here I'm just gonna cut my yarn, and I will take out this yarn here like this, and I'm just gonna cut this edges of this tassel. And here you can go to any of your stitches. So here it is. I'm gonna go to this last stitch, and I will insert this hook. Now here I've used a little bigger hook. This is a 4mm hook. It is just because we are gonna have our 6 strain of yarn here, so it is just to pull them. So only for this thing I have taken this a little bigger hook, and I will simply twist them up, and I will pull them through this stitch. So just insert your hook like this and pull all the strain of yarn together. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, but don't worry, it's gonna be all right. So it is just like this, and here it is. And now just open up this loop a little bit and simply just make your tassel like this. Here it is. Your tassel is done. You can use this loose end as well inside, and here it is. Now after every second stitch, so here it is, this is our first tassel. I'm gonna go to this second stitch. So after every second stitch, have your 1 tassel, and here you're gonna have around 24 to 25 tassels here. And if you think that your numbers will be uneven, all you can do is you can have first tassel here, and you can have your second tassel at the end here, and then have your remaining tassels in between, and that's it. So just keep on having your tassels, and I'm gonna meet you after that. We're gonna have tassels on both the sides, so at both the ends just have your tassels like this, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I've made all the tassels here, and now we're gonna trim our edges. So just trim up your edges of your tassels just like this. Just trim them up and level them up, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Just like this. And here it is. Our scarf is ready, and it looks like this. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share, and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.